What's up guys, I'm Dhys and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. We are gonna be continuing up from where we left off. I had some people request this again, so let's get started. Load game, and hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Alright, sweet. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. Alright. The whole way my mind wandered back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I had the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Maybe. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess I start with writing a poem tonight. Alright, looks like we're gonna be writing a poem. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Ooh, okay. Something good. Happiness? Oh, okay. She likes that. What about ambient? Oh, she likes that. Marriage? Okay, I forgot these three names. Tenacious. Okay, of course she likes those hard words. Incapable. Of course. Frightening. Oh, she likes those words. Intellectual. Oh, okay, she likes all those hard words. Uncontrollable. What about we do family? Oh, what about her? I haven't got a word for her. What does she like? Giggle? Yeah, okay, she's the fun type. Smile? Okay. Sweet? What about waterfall? Yes. Adventure? After image? What about contamination? Imagination? Pure? And last word, who will it be? It goes to embrace. Oh, she liked that word. I thought it would have been, Hi again, Dhys. Oh, we're back at the literature club. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Dhys. Oh, her name's Yuri. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any club this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come in and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between say Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plopped back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. This always gives his best long as he's... Wait, what happened with the text? How dependable. Hello, text? It just went black. You two are really good friends. I might be a little jealous. Okay, how come you and this can become good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, and I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it keeps your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I will feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seemed to be on a very few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. ... But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how you have 2 copies of the same book. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. What happened? Okay. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyways? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eyes symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Dhys? No, it's not that. I love horror movies. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but on her mind seems so completely different. It's just that these kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided moral interfere with the villain's plan. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. Haha. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particular bad thing, but maybe a little distracted, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to, sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closed her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right to open the book. I guess that makes it a bit different here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of her book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But I'm holding it like this. Hey. We're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own violation. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a little silly thought, but the main character kinda reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see it into your head or anything, but they kind of reminisce of some of your mannerism. I see. You remain silent, but that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. But wait, I didn't mean that in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I guess I meant that more in a cute way. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone, I think it's about time we share today's poem with it. We might not have enough time. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna be sharing our poem. Alright, so who's going first? Ooh. That's so much reading. Alright, I stand up. I make mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pulls out their poem. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in... Okay, so who should I share it with? Let's share it with Yuri first. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Okay. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphor indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment for you. This is actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri traces off, unable to find excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. Just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I've recognized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick off. The end result is that so much reading. Okay, let's skip this a bit, because we don't really need to read everything. Unless you guys really want me to read all the dialogue, just tell me and I'll be sure to read it. Okay, now we read her. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glows bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green of the future. I bathe, calm breathing the air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens, I flicken back. Woo! Alright, I'm sorry to have. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. But it took you a long time to. Sorry, I was just getting into your poem, you know. Like, it's very nice, and I want more. Yeah, see, I also like the poem. See that? See that? I liked it. Okay, she's into ghosts, I guess, so let's see what else happens. Skip this, skip this. Boom, boom. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? Okay, we're gonna have to save it here. So I hope we're gonna have to end it because it is a bit too long. It's already been 15 minutes. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe to join the average gaming community. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you want another part, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. And hit that bell notification when you subscribe so you don't miss a single upload of my videos. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
I keep it real with you. Girl, what's the deal with you? You know I'm feeling you. You got me feeling you. I know you know about it. How do I go about it? You play your role around me. Girl, when you're not around me, where do you go? I'm on a wave, I'm on a wave, I'm on a roll. Said I was good, but I ain't good. How did you know?